Markus, welcome to Culture Camp.
Hi, thanks, Kerry. Nice to be here.
So do you want to start off and tell us who you are, Markus, and a bit about your organisation?
Yeah, sure. I'm Markus Greenwood. I'm the Chief Executive of Mind in Salford, the mental health charity. Um, and I've been here for about 15 years, I think it is now. And we deliver a lot of mental health services in the community, lots of advocacy. And we're also part of Rainbow Mind as well, a sort of partnership between us and City and Hackney Mind in London, developing mental health services for people from the LGBT plus community as well.
Thank you. And we're going to talk about one of my favourite strategies that has ever come out of a development day, which is the radical caring strategy. So tell us a little bit about that. What's it mean?
Okay, well, it kind of derived from some work I was doing around Rainbow Mind when we were looking at developing mental health interventions for the LGBT community that were kind of contextualized and specific for that community. And me and a colleague came up with the idea of radical self-care, which was kind of an ethos about how we're, as a society, we're really good at caring about other people and tending to other people's needs, but we often neglect our own needs and our own compassion for ourselves, I guess. So we kind of developed a kind of ethos called radical caring, which was about really, well, being radical as it sounds, to really kind of look at how we embed compassion throughout our organizations, for individuals, for teams, and then how we kind of hopefully that kind of radiates outwards into our communities and maybe into the whole planet eventually as well. So we've got kind of lofty ambitions through all that work, really. So
I
that's
love
where
that picture of radiating as well. Often people say like a ripple effect, but I love that imagery around the radiating.
Yeah, absolutely. That, you have to start with the individual, with ourselves, and give compassion to ourselves and fill our own cups really before we can then give to others. And we've used it a lot in different contexts as well, in organizational contexts and supporting teams with burnout and things like that. So it feels like it's got a lot of legs really, the sort of caring.
But it's a hard one, isn't it? It's a tough thing to get your head around for yourself, and then if you're needing to bring that to work as well, I imagine that could be quite tricky. Have there been challenges along the way?
Yeah, we've done a lot over the last year and a half, really, looking at how we could embed a radically caring culture into Mind in Salford, and trying to bring the staff team along with that. So explaining to them what we mean by radical caring, trying to get them involved in how we make the organization a radically caring organization. So we developed kind of working groups, sort of strategic pillars around our 5-year strategic plan, which includes radical caring as an underlying basis for everything. And it's been challenging because it's like you say, trying to get the concept over to people that this isn't just another fluffy kind of idea that we're trying to run with, but sort of getting across to people this is a fundamental of what we want to do and be as an organization, how we want to work with our staff team, how we want to support volunteers, how we want to support the users of our services, and how we want to be seen as an organization, both locally and across Greater Manchester as well, really. So there's been a lot of challenges in that, trying to get the team to come along with us on this journey. But it feels like we're starting to gather momentum with that now. And it was interesting that in all the working groups we had with all the different kind of titles, HR and all different things, what we got the most sign up for from the staff team is the radical caring one. We got about 12 staff to sign up to be part of that and to run the whole journey for us really as an organization. So
and I suppose being radically caring and choosing a radically caring option in a work scenario, there might be consequences. There might be kind of unintended consequences, like timescales might have to be changed a little bit, or processes maybe have to be changed. Have you come across any examples around things that have been different because you're taking this radical caring approach?
Yeah, I think what fell out of the radical caring approach was staff well-being, was stuff that
Mm,
staff needed or wanted to be able to do their jobs properly and feel valued in the workplace. So that's become a
yeah.
much bigger thing than we originally anticipated, I think, as well.
Mm,
And so we've had things have fallen behind in terms of what we were doing with the working groups, and just because it was that the sort of the groundwork we've had to do. Um,
mm,
in getting the staff team to trust us as an organization, as a senior management team, that we actually want to know what you think.
yeah.
We want to understand what it is that would make this a radically caring workplace, and that
Mm,
enable us to support you and to have those two-way conversations as well. We've done something with a brilliant thing, which was about starting dyads in kind of day-long events where um, all the staff got to speak to each other, and the senior managers were all involved in this, and the board of trustees and
yeah.
volunteers, to talk to each other about their real experiences of working for Mind in Salford and what they wanted to
Mm,
see to be different. And that's gone a long way, I think, to creating that sense of trust, which has taken much longer than we thought it would. We got all excited,
mm,
we can implement this as a strategy, and of course
yeah.
everyone's going to get on board with it because it's about compassion in the workplace. But actually, there's been a lot of groundwork that we've had to do that's taken much longer than
Yeah.
we
And
anticipated.
lots of unpicking, right? Because a lot of our lives are not don't have that compassion in, or our work experiences might have been the opposite of
Yeah,
compassionate. So I guess the starting point is different for everybody, isn't it? And so trying to bring everybody to that starting point before you even get on the journey sounds like it's
absolutely.
been a
Yeah,
process.
absolutely. And it's surprising the number of organizations who um, support people with their mental well-being, how they don't kind of have the same ethos for their staff team as well. And
Yeah.
they really wanted to do something different and say, well, it's okay to have poor mental health days in our organization. It's okay
Mm,
to talk about your mental well-being. It's okay to ask for support, and for us to get an understanding of what you need as a staff team to feel mentally well in the workplace and feel happy with your role, and to feel like you're invested in the organization and part of an organization that cares about its
mm,
staff and wants to hear about what its staff thinks about
yeah.
direction as well. So
Yeah, and I'm thinking of another charity that I did some work with, and they created like an area in their venue in their building, which was like a comfortable area with kind of low lighting, and really thought about the environment, thinking that it would be a sort of breakout space for clients, and it would be that welcoming space that people could come and just sit in. And actually, it was all the staff that used the space. So sometimes you can kind of see where the need is
yeah,
by how people move around a building.
yeah, absolutely. We've done some of that ourselves as well recently. We've kind of overhauled our breakout rooms, and
Mm,
staff have reported feeling kind of that they feel like uplifted by the environment that we've kind of created as well.
yeah,
It's going to go further as well. We're going to probably have something like a rec room where
yeah.
you can just go and chill out during the day if they need some quiet space and quiet
Mm,
time as well. So
yeah, fab. Well, it sounds like you're on the journey and experiencing some of the highs and the challenges of that journey. How can people find out about the services that you offer at Minds, but also about this type of work?
so they can go to mindinsalford.org.uk, or people can email me if they're interested in the concepts that we're playing with. Just Markus, Markus, at mindinsalford.org.uk. And I'm happy to talk till the cows come home about radical caring and radical self-care, and the
Yeah,
ethos that we're developing as an organization. And also I'm part of like a radical self-care collective as well. We're
yeah.
creating a community interest company called Radical Caring.
Oh, amazing.
Process of developing all the legal part of that at the moment. And it's kind of bringing together like-minded individuals who want to have an influence on this radiating effect that we talked about, sort of
Mm,
starting with the self and then working with teams and organizations and then radiating out into the community. So coming
yeah.
along, there'll be a radical caring website that we're developing at the moment as well to
Fab.
move this all forward. So it's exciting
Well,
stuff.
definitely keep me in the loop for that because it
I
sounds
will.
brilliant. And also,
Absolutely.
if next year we might be talking again, but in that capacity, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
And thank you for that generous offer to for people to email you. That's really kind.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
Lovely. Thank you, Marcus. It's been great having a chat. Bye for now.
Thanks. See you. Cheers, Karen.